All right, so the following videos are going to be a breakdown and the most efficient way to cut weight. Now, this is going to be the simplest way, and it's not going to be a quick, 10-day weight loss. It's going to be a sustained, working, long weight loss solution. If you're looking to gain weight, you can do it the same concepts, just reverse with adding calories instead of subtracting calories. So there's going to be a video on calculating your BMR, on calculating your body fat percentage and your lean body mass, then a video on breaking down your macronutrients based on your body type and your weight loss goals or weight gain goals. Make sure you watch all 3 videos and subscribe and hit like if you like what you see. Thanks. All right, in our last video, we went over how to establish your BMR or basal metabolic rate using your current weight. Now, for the next step in losing weight or gaining weight would be to establish what your healthy weight would be or what your weight loss goal will be. Now, I see a lot of people throw around arbitrary numbers. I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, but why? So I like to kind of nerd out over this stuff and fine tune it and know exactly what my goal is down to the decimal points. So one way to do this is to establish your body fat percentage. There's a few different ways to get your body fat percentage. The most accurate ways are going to be called a DEXA scan. These are usually only available at hospitals and a couple different, gym type labs around the country. I do know there's one at a hospital near me. It costs $125 to use. There's also one at a college that's a couple hours away from me. They only charge $20 to use it. So it's up to you if you want to spend that much money to get a very accurate scan of your body fat and lean body mass percentages. Now, other options would be to do a girth measurement. So that's just when you take a tape measure, you measure different body parts and you use those measurements to figure out your body fat. There's a lot of different calculators online that you can input that information into. Now, there's also the skin fold calipers or pinch test. That's going to be your next most accurate after the DEXA scan. The only problem with it is going to depend on user error. You could mess it up if you're unfamiliar with the equipment and whatnot. Next would be called a BIA, body fat analysis. So that's a bioelectrical impedance analysis. So that's one of those scales that you stand on and tells you your body fat percentage. They also have handheld ones that you can use. So the BIA is going to have a plus or minus variable of about 10%. So it's not the most accurate. It can be thrown off if you've recently worked out, if you're overhydrated or underhydrated, and so on. But what you could do is just a mixture of these to figure out your body fat percentage. For an example, we're going to use a 200-pound man with 20% body fat. Now, what you're going to do is take the current weight, 200 pounds, and multiply that by the lean body mass. In order to get the lean body mass, you're going to take 100 minus the body fat. So 100 minus 20 will give you 80. Now you're going to multiply the 200 by 0.8, and that's going to equal your lean body mass, which in this case would be 160 pounds. Now, let's say this person has a goal of being at 10% body fat. And that's usually a pretty good spot to be. That's for men, that's where you're going to start seeing your abs show up and whatnot. So you're going to take that 160 and divide it by 0.9. Same way you got the lean body mass before, you're going to want to take 100 minus the 10% body fat to get 0.9. And then you're going to get that answer, which is going to be 177.78. So now you know exactly what weight you have to get to if you can keep your lean body mass the same to be at that 10% body fat. Now, establishing what body fat percentage you want to be at is going to vary for men and women. For men, our essential body fat is going to be between 3 and 5%. For women, it's between 10 and 14%. So I would recommend setting a goal that's not below those numbers. 3 to 5% for men is bodybuilder level. That's people that are going into a contest. And same with that 10 to 14% for women. Most male athletes are somewhere around 5 to 10%. Most female are somewhere between 14 and 20%.